Hello, today I am going to be discuss about introduction to thermodynamics. So first, what is thermodynamics actually? So it is the study of the flow of heat or any other form of energy into or out of a system as it undergoes a physical or chemical transformation is called thermodynamics. So it is also defined as thermodynamics is a very important branch of both physics and chemistry. It deals with the study of energy, the conversion of energy between different forms and the ability of energy to do work. So a hot body and cold body, when you merge it, what happened? The heat is always flow from hot body to cold body. So ultimately the thermodynamics is the branch of science in which heat is flow from hot body to cold body. Now thermodynamic system and control volume. A thermodynamic system is defined as a quantity of matter or a region in a space upon which attention is focused for the analysis of the problem. Everything external to the system is called surrounding or the environment. Suppose here there is one system, so around the system or outside of the system, that space is known as surrounding, and the borderline between system and surrounding is known as boundary. For example, a piston cylinder arrangement. So in this, when the air is compressed, so this hidden line border is known as the system, and this is the outside of the system boundary. System can be classified in three categories: closed system, open system, and isolated system. Now in closed system, no mass transfer, only heat is transferred, while in open system, both mass and heat both are transferred. In isolated system, neither mass nor heat is transferred. So in isolated system, the heat or mass out of these two, no one can transfer. But in closed system, now for closed system, heat can transfer but mass is not transferred. And in open system, both mass and heat are transferred. Thermodynamics properties. So physical condition can be described as pressure, temperature, volume, etc. are called properties of the system. So there are two type of, one is intensive properties and other is extensive properties. The properties that are not depends on mass of the system are called intensive properties. For example, pressure, temperature, density, velocity. And in extensive properties, the properties that are depends on mass of the system are called extensive properties. For example, mass, volume, and energy. Now, change of state, process, and cycle. So, what is state? So, when we do the process of any substance or any gas, then if you draw the curve pressure versus volume, so A at particular pressure and volume, that is known as state. So, state is a system properties have definite value. For example, A, 1, 2, all points are known as state. Now, change of state. Any operation in which one or more of the system properties change A to 1. So, here 1 to 2, 2 to 3. This is known as change of state. Path. Sequence of states passed through during a change of state is known as path. Process. When path is completely specified, the change of state is also known as process. Cycle, a series of change of states such that the final state is identical with initial state is called cycle. Pressure. Pressure is defined as the normal force exerted by the system against unit area of the boundary surface. So P is equal to F upon A, where F is the force and A is area. The unit of pressure is Pascal, bar, and atmospheric pressure. So the relation between 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton per meter square. 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 pascals, or you can say 100 kilopascal or zero point 0.1 megapascals, and 1 atmospheric pressure is 101.325 kilopascals or 1.01325 bar. Now what is temperature? It is a quantitative measure of degree of coldness or hotness of a system. Its SI system unit is Kelvin. Other unit of temperature are degree centigrade or degree Fahrenheit. So the relation between the Kelvin and centigrade and Fahrenheit is like this. Now specific volume, density and specific gravity. Space occupied by the substance is defined as volume. Its unit is meter cube. The specific volume of the substance is defined as the volume per unit mass. Its unit is meter cube per kg. Density of a substance is defined as the mass per unit volume of a substance. Its unit is kilogram per meter cube. Thus, the density is reciprocal of the specific volume. Specific gravity is defined as the ratio of density of substance at 20 degrees centigrade to density of water at 20 degrees centigrade. Density of water at 20 degrees centigrade is taken as 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Now what is energy? Energy is defined as the capacity to exert force through a distance. Engineering process involve the conversion of energy from one form to another. The unit of energy is in SI system of unit is Newton meter or joule. The energy per unit mass is the specific energy or its unit is joule per kg. Power. Power is rate of energy transfer is known as power. Its unit is watt. It is a small unit and very often kilowatt and megawatt is used. So 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second and 1 joule per second is equal to 1 Newton meter per second. Work. Work is said to be done if a body is moving in the direction of work. Mechanical work is equal to force into distance. Rate of doing work by system or on the system is called power. Unit of power is joule per second or watt. Now interaction between system and surrounding. So this is a system and if we do the work on the system, work is taken as a negative. But if the work is done by the system, the value of work is in positive. So there are three types of work: displacement work or PDV work, flow work and soft work. Now what is displacement work? A system of piston and cylinder. So in this piston cylinder, when the piston is moved right side, the volume of the system is increased, and when the piston moves inside, the volume is decreased. So when we draw the graph of pressure versus volume from state 1 to 2, at 1 the pressure is P1, volume is V1, at state 2 pressure P2, volume V2. So from 1 to 2 what happened? The volume is increased and pressure is decreased. Okay. So during 1 to 2 if you want to find the work, then work done by the system when piston moves from 1 to 2 is W1 to 2 is equal to integration 1 to 2 P dV. So this is known as displacement work. Flow work. The flow work is the energy transfer across the system boundary because the energy imparted to the fluid by compressor, pump or blower. So here P is the pressure of the fluid acting normally to the imaginary plane, and dV is small volume of the fluid enters into the system. So flow work is given by delta W flow is equal to P dV. Shaft work. When a shaft is rotated by a motor and shaft is considered as a system, work is said to be done on the shaft. So if capital T is the torque applied to the shaft and N is the RPM of the shaft, the shaft power P can be written as P is equal to 2 pi Nt upon 60. So if you want to find out the shaft work, so shaft is rotated, so that is the particular RPM N and a particular torque T. So if you want to find the power in watt, you have to multiply 2 pi by N into T and divide it by 60. Specific heat. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kg of mass by 1 degree centigrade or 1 Kelvin is termed as specific heat of the substance. So the equation is C is equal to Q by M into delta T. The unit of the specific heat is joule per kg Kelvin, where C is specific heat, joule per kg Kelvin, Q is amount of heat required in joule, delta T raise in temperature, and M is equal to mass in kg. So solids and liquids are incompressible, therefore they have single value of specific heat, while gases have two specific heats depends on the process in which heat transfer take place. Specific heat at constant pressure Cp and specific heat at constant volume Cv. So gas has two specific heat. Unit of heat. 1 joule is equal to 0.2390 calories. 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 and 1 kilocalorie is equal to 4.184 kilojoule. Sign convention of heat. So the symbol of heat is Q. If the heat flows from surrounding into the system to raise the energy of system, it is taken to be positive. If heat flows from the system into the surrounding, lowering the energy of the system, it is taken to be negative. So in thermodynamic system, during the process, if heat is released by the system, then Q is taken as negative, and if during the process if system absorb the heat, then Q is taken in positive. Now heat transfer, it is a form of energy that is transferred across the boundary of the system by virtue of the temperature difference. So there are three types of heat transfers are there. Heat transfer between two bodies in direct contact is called conduction. Heat transfer between wall and fluid system in motion can be called convection. Heat transfer between two bodies separated by gases or vacuum can be referred as radiation. So you can see here what is the difference between conduction, convection and radiation. The unit of heat in SI system is joule. The rate of heat transfer is given in watt or kilowatt. Latent heat. The amount of heat required to change the phase of 1 kg of substance at constant pressure and temperature is defined as latent heat. Amount of heat transferred to melt 1 kg of solid into liquid or to freeze 1 kg of liquid into solid is called latent heat of fusion. The amount of heat transferred to vaporize 1 kg of liquid into vapor or to condense 1 kg of vapor into liquid is called latent heat of vaporization. Amount of heat transfer needed to convert 1 kg of solid in vapor or vice versa is called latent heat of sublimation. So here you can see that latent heat is required to change the phase of the substance. Enthalpy. At constant pressure process, the system, or you can say gas, also expands energy in doing PV work. Therefore, the total heat content of system at constant pressure is equivalent to the internal energy U plus PV energy. The enthalpy of a substance is defined as H is equal to U plus PV. So here U is the internal energy and PV product. Okay, it is a product of pressure and volume. Its unit is kilojoule. It is an extensive property. Specific enthalpy is given by H is equal to U plus PV. So here all the form is in small letter and its unit is in kilojoule per kg. It is an intensive property of the system. Internal energy. The translation kinetic energy of the molecules and other molecular energy such as rotational, vibrational energies, the kinetic and potential energy of the nuclei and the electrons within the individual molecules also contribute to energy of the system. The SI unit for internal energy of a system is the joule. Another unit of energy which is not an SI unit is the calorie. So the relation between calorie and joule is like this. 1 calorie is equal to 4.184 joule. Now various thermodynamics processes. When a thermodynamic system changes from one state to another, the operation is called process. So in this graph, pressure versus volume, if we change the state and do the process from one state to another state, during the process, if the temperature remain constant, so that process is known as isothermal process. So in isothermal process, change in temperature is 0. So dt is equal to 0. Adiabatic process in which the heat transfer is 0. So here dq is equal to 0. So this is a process for adiabatic and this process is for isothermal. What is isobaric process? So isobaric process in which during the process the pressure remain constant. An isochoric process in which the volume remain constant. Okay, so the vertical line represents isochoric process and the horizontal line represents isobaric. And the last cyclic process when a system in a given state goes through a number of different processes and finally returns to its initial state, the overall process is called cycle or cyclic process. For cyclic process, change in internal energy is equal to 0 and enthalpy is also 0. So this is a graph of pressure versus volume in which suppose the process start from here. So first this process is isobaric process. So this is isochoric process and this is adiabatic process. So this is one cycle in which there are three processes are there, but the starting and end is same, so it is known as cyclic process. Thank you very much for watching this video.